To create a web server on AWS, the first thing you will need is an EC2 instance. You can use other options, but for this project I'm gonna use EC2. After you have your EC2 instance set up, the next part will be the actual development of the website. In my case, I decided to go with Django and PyCharm as my text editor. Django offers um, web development, basically just using Python as a language, which was easier for me because I already know Python. Um, the way Python and the Django works, it's there's three basic concepts that go. It's URLs, views, and models. URLs point to views to render templates. Like for instance, here you have a browser. When a user clicks on something, it asks for the URL. Once you get the URL, it renders a view and then sends it to the browser. For instance, if you go to URLs, when someone clicks on the register button, you'll go to this URL, which points to this view. This view will get back to the browser and show the user whatever behavior you describe under the view. The other good thing about Django is models. Models is basically the way you interact with your database. You can write Python, which will get automatically translated into SQL for you to create your databases and your tables. So in this, for instance, for this project, I created this table to store all the stories, then another one to organize them on a series, and then category, and all that gets imported and translated to SQL and then sent to the databases, whatever option you decide to. In my case, I decided to go with SQLite because it was just a small project. Once all the development is done, the next phase will be the deployment. In my case, for deployment, I decided to go with Windows instance just because it was a really small project and it wasn't much, and there wasn't gonna be that much traffic going into the website. To get the server up and running after the project is finished, all we need to do is on our Windows machine with our project open, we just need to go to that directory and run this command. And you want it to run on port 80 because on EC2 that's the port that we specify for traffic inbound, as inbound rules for traffic coming from everywhere. To access your website after deployment, if you didn't set up a custom domain, you want to either use this address or this address, man. So if you head over to this website, you should be able to get to your website. It's a fully functional website. You can jump from one story to the other. The storytelling to go back to home. You have the data analysis page with all the information from W, all embedded code. You can log out, get a notification that you've logged out. Log in. And get notifications that you're logged in. And since I'm already logged in, and that's my administrator credential, I can just head over to admin, and I'm able to add stories, create a new series, categories. So we got stories. You can see all my stories. I can add another one. You got the story titles or information that I published. And once I'm done with that, it will automatically just appear here with the rest of my stories. That should be it.